Hello and welcome to a video by Highway Weather. In the following video, we're going to go over the basic process of planning a trip with the Highway Weather app. Highway Weather offers an array of features that serve to help users arrive at their destinations safely, and planning a journey ahead of time with the knowledge of upcoming weather events plays a big role here. You'll learn how to make the most out of planning your trip by considering your preferred route, the impending weather, your journey's rest stops, and the day and time at which you'd like to leave. So, without further ado, let's get started to make sure your trips are well planned and efficient, less stressful, and most importantly, safe. Upon opening the app, you'll want to input your starting point and destination or destinations. You may add multiple destination points. If you're departing from your current location, you can save a bit of time by tapping the Use Current Location button from the drop-down. Also, feel free to tap your preferred location from the drop-down menu that appears as you input text. After locations are input, Highway Weather will generate a route that will display on screen. If you'd like, you may tap See More Routes to view route alternatives. Bear in mind, alternate routes are only available for single destination searches. Once your route is in place, you'll want to make sure that your trip settings are correctly applied. To enter the settings screen, tap the three-dot icon in the upper right-hand corner. From here, you'll be able to select and edit your transit method, your units of measurement, the average speed you expect to hold throughout your trip, as well as the display mode you'd like to see. You'll also be able to find links to contact support, follow us on social media outlets, and you'll have access to our privacy policy, service terms, as well as data sources and other app and system info. Once your settings are appropriately adjusted, exit out of the screen to continue. By now, you've entered starting and destination points, you've chosen a route, and you've established the settings for your journey. The next step is to simply tap the See Forecasts button. After doing so, you'll see a modal window appear that gives you something of a confirmation summary. So let's briefly go over each item here. First, you'll notice your indicated average speed and an opportunity to change this if you don't think it's correctly set. Next, you'll see your total time in transit on the road. Note that this does not include rest stops, so we'll talk more about that later. You'll also notice your slated arrival time. So bear in mind that this estimate assumes you're beginning your journey pretty much at the moment of the search. So if you plan to leave immediately, this estimate is relevant, but if not, no worries. We'll discuss how to change your departure time on the next screen. You'll also see a best time to leave suggestion that's based on current weather conditions. Finally, you'll notice a tip at the bottom of the screen that introduces you to a feature called the time slider. The time slider allows you to adjust your desired departure time. To move on, exit this modal. Now, you're officially into the nitty-gritty of planning your trip. From here, you can adjust your departure time, add rest stops to your journey, view road webcams along your route, and adjust what's displayed here on the Map tab. Let's begin by discussing the best time to leave suggestion and the time slider at the bottom of the screen that will allow you to manipulate your departure time. The top banner that indicates the best time to leave displays the calculated ideal time to leave based on the upcoming weather. If you want to view your route from this departure time, simply tap that banner and the time slider will snap to the suggested time at the bottom of the screen. Of course, this recommendation may not coincide with either your travel plans or indeed a reasonable time of day to leave. So if that's the case, no worries. You can use the time slider to select the day and hour at which you'd like to leave. We offer 7 days worth of forecasts, so you can jump the time slider to your preferred date by tapping here. From there, you can get more granular by dragging the time slider by the hour like so. And if your timing is flexible, the time slider is a great way to dial in on the ideal time for your trip based on weather conditions. After setting your departure time, you're ready to check out individual forecast points along your route. Forecast points are calculated based on your average speed of your journey and are automatically plotted along your route at roughly 1 hour increments. Each forecast point can provide relevant weather and road advisory information. You'll see forecast points displayed both along the map as well as towards the top of the screen. You may tap on forecast points as you scroll through the map to display more information. Or you may tap the arrows towards the top of the screen to move through each forecast point. As you move through forecast points, you'll notice the option to rest here. Tapping this button will allow you to add a rest stop of a length of your choice to your journey. This tool can come in handy if you plan to stop for any meals or if your journey merits an overnight stay. And as you add rest stops, subsequent forecast points will adjust based on your updated route. Next, let's discuss the various map layers you're able to display on the Map tab. Here we see the default display. You'll notice radar and weather summaries of each forecast point along the route. However, highway weather gives you the option to customize what's displayed here. To do so, tap the layers icon here. This will display a modal window in which you can toggle radar on and off like so. And if you'd like to focus on only weather alerts or a specific weather attribute, this menu grants the option to display exactly what's relevant to your travel. If you opt to focus on certain items such as weather alerts, precipitation, and wind, highway weather will display a circle / symbol, otherwise known as a no symbol, for forecast points free of that item. You'll notice another button next to the map layers icon. This button allows you to share your route via our route sharing tool. Route sharing is a feature that empowers you to clue your friends and family in on any weather-related obstacles you may face on your trip. In other words, this feature shares your planned route and related weather forecasts. Anyone with the custom-generated link can see the forecasted drive on our website and see any corresponding severe weather. Here, you're looking at a shared route from the perspective of the link recipient rather than the in-app view of the driver. And while this feature is a great way to plan travel with those outside the car, rest assured no location or personal info is shared. To use route sharing, tap the sharing icon and then follow the modal's prompts. So far, we've predominantly been discussing the Map tab. However, you may have noticed two other tabs at the top of the screen. There's the Timeline tab and the Summary tab. Let's discuss the Timeline tab for a moment. The Timeline tab lets travelers view each forecast point in greater detail. So here, you may explore weather forecasts, and you can expand any available traffic webcams at each forecast point. And just as you would on the Map tab, you will be able to add rest stops of your chosen duration here as well. You can also adjust the time slider right here from the Timeline tab. And finally, you're able to share your route from here as well. The third tab at the top of the screen is the Summary tab. The Summary tab provides a high-level 7-day overview of maximum and minimum weather data points. You'll see overviews for temperature, precipitation amounts, and wind gusts. The Summary tab also displays any available traffic webcams along your route's forecast points. Congratulations! You are now prepared to use highway weather to plan your road travel in advance. However, you may have noticed that green hands-free button throughout the course of this video. That's our hands-free feature, and it will push real-time road weather condition updates to you as you travel along your route. So hands-free is especially helpful during rapidly changing weather events, particularly long journeys, and any other cases in which you'd like to have on-the-fly updates. So what you're seeing right now is a cursory glance at its functionality. While all previously shown app functionality is available on our free version, the hands-free tool is exclusively available to our paid subscribers. If you'd like to sign up, tap the Extras button found on the home screen. Alternatively, you can simply tap the hands-free button when you're planning a route to bring up an in-app purchase menu. For more information on hands-free, check out the corresponding material in our Help Center. Well, that will about do it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to check out our online help center at support.weatherroute.io. Also, feel free to email us at support@weatherroute.io. We're always happy to help. Thanks again for watching, and safe travels.